Celebrity lives may be full of glam and grandeur, but they certainly have their own set of challenges. From Lady Gaga's traumatic experience of her dog walker getting shot to Kim Kardashian's infamous Paris robbery, they sometimes have to face the worst of luck. So, in today's video, we are going to delve into the world of celebrity robberies and their aftermath. Stick with us until the end to know all about it. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. The Kardashians. First up, we have the Kardashians. The Kardashian family has been a target of robbery on various occasions. One of these heists took place in 2016 while Kim Kardashian was at Paris Fashion Week. She was staying in a hotel room where a group of men in their 60s and 70s broke in. They tied her up and managed to gather quite a lot of expensive stuff. They stole $10 million worth of jewelry, which also included Kim's Lorraine Schwartz engagement ring from her husband, Kanye West. Well, the terrible incident obviously had a drastic effect on Kim and left her traumatized for a really long time. In such a situation, anybody would start fearing for their life. Luckily, the robbers were caught and had to spend 22 months in prison in France. Kim is not the only person who got robbed in the Kardashian family, though. In 2017, while Kourtney and her children were not present, her home in Calabasas was robbed. The thieves ended up stealing about $50,000 worth of cash and jewelry, which also included a Rolex watch. The culprit ended up being one of the women working on staff, and she was never allowed to enter the premises again. Kourtney, in the reality TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, said that she was just glad that her children were not hurt. The thought of the thief being so close to her kids every day made her shudder. "I just want to start fresh and get this bad energy out," she said. Lady Gaga. In Lady Gaga's experience, things got much more complicated than a mere robbery. In 2018, 2 of her dogs were stolen by a trio of men. In the process, her dog walker, Fisher, was shot as well and had to be hospitalized, but thankfully, he survived the brutal attack. The dogs were also returned to Gaga, with the suspects being arrested and charged with robbery and attempted murder. One of the people charged in the case was a woman who allegedly paid $950 for the dogs to be stolen in hopes of collecting the reward of $500,000 being offered by Gaga. But instead, she ended up spending a good amount of time in jail. Gigi Hadid. The fan-favorite model, Gigi Hadid, has had the unfortunate experience of getting robbed as well. While on a trip with her sister, Bella, in Mykonos, Greece, the two of them had some of their personal items stolen. Although Gigi herself didn't give any details about the incident, other than a video recording on her Instagram account in which she said, "Mykonos film in. Don't let Insta fool you. Got robbed." The specifics were later given to TMZ by Mohammed Hadid, Gigi's dad, where he explained that the sisters were out when the burglary happened, and he was grateful that none of them were harmed. However, the incident did indeed leave them quite alarmed and traumatized. Drake. Now, it's pretty common for people to have luxurious items stolen when they're robbed, but with Drake, something really interesting happened. His Hidden Hills home was burglarized in 2017, but surprisingly, the only thing that seemed to have been stolen were beverages from the rapper's fridge. None of his valuables were misplaced or even touched, which left everybody with a lot of questions. The only things that went missing were a bottle of water and cans of Pepsi and Sprite. Let's just assume that the intruder just needed some chilled soda in their system. Completely harmless, right? Well, that's debatable. Later on, it was found out that the person who broke in was a 24-year-old South Carolina woman named Mesha Collins. Even though there was not much harm done, she was arrested and charged with residential burglary. Floyd Mayweather. The famous boxer Floyd Mayweather has been the victim of several robberies throughout his career. First, his Las Vegas home got robbed back in 2008. At that time, he was away and the intruders broke into by smashing a window that separated the master bedroom from the pool area. Then they collected a handful of unique items, including a championship ring. They also stole $7 million worth of jewelry. That's not all though. Not long after the first robbery at his house, his strip club in Las Vegas was robbed as well. The suspects stole more than $150,000 worth of cash and jewelry, but unfortunately, nobody was able to catch them or turn them in. Despite these instances, these celebrities continue to thrive in their careers and respective fields. However, it is still important to take certain measures to ensure their security. Click on any of the two videos on your screen right now for more content.